Another 3D printed novelty. Well stuck down. Need 2 hands, I think. Oh no. Okay. Body, leg and foot, arms, head. I put some white on his eyes, Tip-X. In fact, I've given him blue eyes. Could still clean him up a little bit. Oh, I don't think I will do that because it's making it dirty rather than clean. Oh, that's a dirty old bit of sandpaper, that's why. All right, we'll leave that for now. He is based on one that keeps turning up on adverts and that, with springs for arms and legs. And I've probably got some springs somewhere in my stock if I go and look. But at the moment, I'm just going to use this bit of tubing that's laying around. It won't be as springy, but it will give him a flexible joint, just not as flexible as springs would be. Let's just sort of guess a distance for now. That filament really still isn't quite right. There's little gaps there. I'm just using it up. That should go all the way through. Yeah, that'll do. There's always one got to be awkward, isn't there? There we go, that's on. So general idea is with them being springs, then he bounces around. Whereas this stuff is just going to be a little bit flexible. The idea is he sits on your dashboard or something that's going to bounce around a little bit, and then his legs would actually bounce up and down as you go over bumps. Need a bit of blue tack on there or something. Actually, I could put magnets on there, couldn't I? And then he'll stick to things, stick to metal things. I think his neck's a little bit long. But yeah, the idea is they bounce up and down if they're on springs. He just looks cute. And a little bit poseable. I suppose I could have done one with his legs sticking straight down and you could try and stand him up. But then he wouldn't have the flexibility. Well, he doesn't have the flexibility anyway using that tubing. But we got the idea. Yeah, that'll do. A little bit of close-up. I couldn't resist printing the alternative body with the legs sticking out the bottom. See if he'll stand up. So we need to pull his arms off and his head and his legs. I've printed them slightly off center because I think that will help it to balance. We'll find out in a minute when we got it together. If we can get his legs in, probably be a good idea to cut them at an angle and then they'll go in easily. He's not quite got enough mobility for me to make him a animated robot type thing. I mean, I could move the legs a little bit, but they were not going to stay in place because they're going to spring back in. Yeah, if I try and move him a little bit, it's just going to go back again. I could put blue tack underneath his feet. I could move him a little bit at a time. That wasn't what I designed him for. In fact, he's not intended to be like that at all. He's intended to have his feet sticking out the front, so he sits down and his feet bounce up and down when you're driving your car or whatever, sitting on your dashboard. With springs, not plastic tubes. Yeah, well, there you go. Just a little bit of fun with the 3D printer and Tinkercad. Those are just simple blocks with the edges rounded off. Well, and obviously that's a circle with some holes in them. Very basic, very simple. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment so I know how I'm doing. And somewhere up here there'll be some links to related playlists. Thanks again.